I made a version of you in my mind. The state had never changed. I filled the gaps you left behind and loved you just the same. I held on to what I believed, not what you gave to me. I'm in more in my head than I did to you. Built a love that wasn't true. I was holding on to dreams you were never in between. I'm in more in my head than I ever did in your heart. You showed me just enough to stay, but never all of you. I turned your distance into space, where something real could grow. I saw the truth I couldn't face, so I rewrote every place. I'm in more in my head. I know you had already let me go. I was loving what I made while you were drifting away. I'm in more in my head, and I felt it too late. Hurts to know I loved a lie that I created just to survive. I'm in more in my head, now I see what that did to me. And all the love I tried to save was something you never gave. I'm in more in my head, and that's what broke me. You only called when nights got hard, when silence felt too loud. I was the place you'd fall apart, but never where you'd be found. I gave you comfort, gave you time. You never gave me mine. I stayed until you didn't need me anymore, till you found what you were looking for. I was everything when you were weak, but nothing when you found your peace. I stayed until you didn't need me, and that was all I ever was. You kept me close, but not enough to call me something real. I turned your almost into love and tried to make you feel. I ignored what I could see just to keep you next to me. I stayed until you walked away. was never someone you would choose to hold. And all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed until you didn't need me, and I'm learning how to walk away. You started loving me in pieces and left them one by one. I kept holding on to reasons while you were already done. I saw the change in how you'd speak, like I was fading every week. I stayed until you forgot me slowly, like I was never your only. I was holding on to truth while you stopped needing me too. I stayed until you forgot me, and I felt it happen. You used to say my name like home, now it barely sounds the same. I kept trying to hold us close while you stepped out of place. I kept believing we were fine, you were leaving me behind. I stayed until you didn't care, till I felt you weren't there. I was loving like before, you were something less and more. I stayed until you forgot me, and I stayed too long. It hurts to know I saw it fade, and still begged you to stay. I stayed until you forgot me. Now I see what that did to me, and all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed until you forgot me. And I finally let you go. I was right there in front of you, but you looked straight through me, like everything I tried to do meant nothing I could be. I felt myself start to fade, and every move you never made. I stayed when you didn't care at all, held on to something, letting me fall. I kept giving more of me while you gave less so easily. I stayed when you and I lost myself in it. You stopped noticing my pain, like it was never there. I kept calling out your name, but you were never there. I turned your silence into truth, even when it wasn't you. I stayed when you stopped seeing me, what we were, what we could be. I was loving you the same while you were playing a different game. I stayed when you didn't care, and I felt it all alone. It hurts to love someone so near, who makes you feel like you disappear. I stayed when you didn't care. Now I know that's what broke me the most. And all the love I tried to keep got lost in what you couldn't be. I stayed when you didn't care, and I finally set me free. We stopped being what we were, but I refused to see. I held on to every word, like they still meant something. I felt the ending in your tone, but I was scared to be alone. I loved you past the point it died, kept it breathing in my mind. I was holding on to you while you let go of the truth. I loved you past the end, even when it wasn't there. You stayed just long enough to fade, then disappeared in place. I kept trying to make it stay while losing every trace. I saw the truth I couldn't face, so I rewrote every space. I loved you past what we became, even when it wasn't the same. I was loving what we were, you stopped loving me for sure. I loved you past the end, and I stayed too long. It hurts to know I saw it break, and still chose not to walk away. I loved you past the end. Now I know some hearts just refuse to let go, and all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I loved you past stop showing up in ways only I could feel. I kept calling it a phase, like it wasn't real. I felt the distance in your touch, but I still believed in us. I stayed for someone already gone, held on to you for far too long. I was loving you the same while you forgot my name. I stayed for someone gone, and I didn't want to see. You spoke, but nothing reached me now, just echoes in the air. I kept asking you somehow to show me you still cared. I turned your silence into hope while losing how to cope. I stayed for someone who let me go, even when I didn't know. I was holding on to you while you were already through. I stayed for someone kind, and I felt it too late. It hurts to love what isn't there, and still pretend it's always there. I stayed for someone gone, now I see what that did to me. And all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed for someone gone, and I finally walked away. I saw the ending in your eyes before you said a word. I heard the truth between your lines, even when it hurt. I knew exactly where this goes, but I still chose. I stayed too long again with you, even knowing it wasn't true. I held on to what we had while watching it turn back. I stayed too long again, and I knew I would. You gave me less with every day, and I accepted it. I kept finding reasons to stay, and something I should quit. I made excuses in my head for everything you left unsaid. I stayed too long again. I see what that did to me. I was loving without doubt. You were already checking out. I stayed too long again, and I paid for it. It hurts to know again, and I won't do it again. You started disappearing slow in ways I couldn't name. I kept pretending not to know while everything had changed. I felt it breaking in your touch, but still believed in us. I stayed where you didn't anymore, kept standing at a closing door. I was holding on to you while you were already through. I stayed where you didn't, and I felt it all alone. You answer me without a heart, just words without a weight. I kept trying to play my part while you were sealing fate. I kept us alive inside my mind while you were leaving me behind. I stayed where you didn't. I can see where you stopped being to me. I was loving without doubt. You were already checking out. I stayed where you didn't, and I stayed too long. It hurts to love someone who stays, but slowly drifts away. And I finally let you go. You were right beside me every night, but never really there. Your silence filled the space between, like you no longer cared. I felt the distance in your touch, but still believed in us. I stayed in your absence all this time, calling something broken mine. I was holding on to you while you disappeared in plain view. I stayed in your absence, and I felt it every day. You spoke, but nothing reached my heart, just echoes of before. I kept trying to play my part while you walked out the door. I kept us alive inside my head We stopped talking like we used to, but I still called it love. I kept filling empty spaces. You never filled enough. I heard the truth inside the quiet. Even when you try to hide it, I loved you in silence, all alone, while everything was going wrong. I was holding on to us, you were letting go of us. I loved you in silence, and I felt it break me slow. You stayed, but never really stayed, just shadows in your place. I kept reaching out for you, but found an empty space. I turned your silence into hope. While I was losing hope, I loved you in silence. I can see what that did to me. I was speaking without sound while you were nowhere around. I loved you in silence, and I stayed too long. It hurts when nothing said at all. Just watching love quietly fall. I loved you in silence. Now I know some hearts just never show. And all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I loved you in silence, and I finally said goodbye. I learned to lose you slowly in the spaces in between. All the words we never said, all the things we couldn't be. You stopped reaching for my hand like you used to every night, and I felt it in the silence. We were losing every fight. Was I the only one still trying to hold the line? I was calling you forever, you were running out of time. I learned to lose you before you said goodbye. I was holding on to us while you let it die. Goodbye without closure, still echoing in me. We ended way too quietly for what we used to be. I still read the old messages like they might explain it all, but every line just reminds me how we started to fall. Every promise that you gave me now just lingers in regret, and I'm left with all the memories I can't see Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything, and you let it fade. I learned to lose you before you said goodbye. I was holding on to us while you let it die. Goodbye without closure, still echoing in me. We ended way too quietly for what we used to be. If I could ask you one last question, would you even tell me why? Or would you leave me in the silence like every other time? I learned to lose you, now I'm learning to move on from a love that slowly faded till it was gone. Goodbye without closure, but I'll find my peace somehow, even if it hurts forever. I'll be stronger now. Maybe one day I won't miss you. Maybe I'll finally be free from a love that ended quietly, but shattered all of me. You let me love you alone, like that was enough somehow. I gave you all my everything, but you won't give it now. You stood right next to me, but felt so far away. I was begging for your presence, you had nothing left to say. Was I the only one still trying to believe? I was holding on to us, you were ready to leave. You let me love you alone while you gave me half a heart. I was trying to fix forever, you were letting it fall apart. I was the only one trying through every tear and fight. Now I'm left here in the silence, missing you tonight. I still hear your voice in echoes through the nights I can't escape. Every memory just reminds me of the love we couldn't save. Every promise that you gave me now just fades into regret, and I'm left with all the feelings I can't seem to forget. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything, and you let it fade. You let me love you alone while you gave me half a heart. I was trying to fix forever, you were letting it fall apart. I was the only one trying through every tear and fight. Now I'm left here in the silence, missing you tonight. and true, a love that gives me everything, the way I gave to you. You quietly gave up, didn't even say a word. I was talking about forever, you stopped wanting to be heard. Your touch lost all its meaning, your eyes looked past my soul. I was trying to keep us whole, you were letting go of control. Was I the only one still trying to hold the line? I was calling you my always, you were running out of time. You quietly gave up while I held on tight. I was fighting for tomorrow, you were done with the fight. We slipped away without a sound or sign. I was holding on to forever, you were leaving me behind. I still feel your absence in the spaces you once filled. Every memory we built together now stands completely still. Every promise that you gave me now just fades into the air, and I'm left with all the feelings you no longer care to share. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything and you let it fade. You quietly gave up while I held on tight. I was fighting for tomorrow, you were done with the fight. We slipped away without a sound or sign. I was holding on to forever, you were leaving me behind. If I could go back to the moment when your heart turned cold, I would try to hold you closer before I lost my hold. You quietly gave up, now I finally see I was loving you completely while you were losing me. We slipped away, but I'll find my way again, even if it takes forever. I'll learn to love again. Maybe one day I won't miss you, maybe I'll finally be free from a love that faded slowly right in front of me. You changed your mind so quietly, I didn't catch the sign. One day you were all in, next day you weren't mine. Your touch felt like a stranger, your words felt out of place. I kept searching for the version I used to recognize in your face. Was I the only one still holding on to dreams? I was calling it forever. You were breaking at the seams. You changed your mind while I stayed the same. I was holding on to love. You were losing the flame. I didn't see it coming till you walked away. Now I'm left with all the things I never got to say. I still hear your voice in silence, in the middle of the night. Every memory just pulls me back into the fight. Every promise that you gave me now just fades into the past. And I'm holding on to something that was never meant to last. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything and you let it fade. You changed your mind while I stayed the same. I was holding on to love. You were losing the flame. I didn't see it coming till you walked away. Now I'm left with all the things I never got to say. If love can change so easily, what were we before? I was building something real. You were heading for the door. You changed your mind, and I finally see I was loving you completely while you were losing me. I didn't see it coming, but I'm learning how to heal from a love that felt so true, but wasn't real. Maybe one day I'll be stronger. Maybe I'll finally move on from a love that changed so quickly and left me all alone. The clock stopped ticking the night that you left, like time didn't know where to go. Your voice still lingers in half of my breath, a whisper I can't let go. The city lights blur through tears on my face. Every street leads me back to you. We built a life in a delicate place. Now I'm lost in the ruins of truth. I tried to hold on tighter, but you were already gone, fading like a shadow at the break of dawn. If love had stayed, would we still be alive, or would we break in a different way? I'm haunted by all of the maybes tonight, and the words we were too scared to say. You let me go like I was nothing to lose, like our forever was easy to leave. Now I'm just someone you used to choose, and I'm learning what it means to grieve. Your jacket's still hanging off my chair, like you're coming back through the door. But dust settles slow on the love we shared, and I can't pretend anymore. I replay every look in your eyes, searching for where it went wrong. Was it hidden in silent goodbyes, or buried inside of our song? I try to be your shelter while you drifted like the sea. Now I'm drowning in the echo of who we used to be. If love had stayed, would we still be alive? Or would we break in a different way? I'm haunted by all of the maybes tonight, and the words we were too scared to say. You let me go like I was nothing to lose, like our forever was easy to leave. Now I'm just someone you used to choose, and I'm learning what it means to grieve. I still see you in my dreams sometimes, reaching out like you never left. But I wake up to empty skies and the weight of your last breath. Tell me, how do I learn your touch? How do I silence your name, when loving you is all I knew, and losing you is all that remains? If love had stayed, I'd still be yours tonight. Not a stranger to your memory, but you walked away without a fight and left your ghost inside of me. You let me go like I was easy to break, like my heart was just yours to borrow. Now every sunrise feels like a mistake, and every night is harder tomorrow. The clock still ticks, but I'm stuck in that night where everything slipped through my hands. If love had stayed, maybe we'd be alright. Maybe we'd be alright, but maybe it's all that I have. Try to start with distance, try to clean you from my day, change the routes I used to take, threw the little things away. But the night still knows your footsteps, and my heart still breaks on cue. I can silence all the noise, but I can't silence you. If healing is a staircase, I keep missing every step, because love is not a habit I can quit without regret. Tell me how to unlove you, like you were just a song toggle. Tell me how to stop the feeling when it's all I've ever known. I can hide it from the world, but I can hide it from my room. Every breath becomes a question, how to unlove you. I see you in the streetlights, in the way the rain comes down, in the spaces on the sofa, in the quiet of this town. Friends say time will change my mind, like time can change the truth. But time just makes new places where I still run into you. I don't want your apologies, I don't need you to return. I just want my heart to listen when I tell it not to hurt. Tell me how to unlove you, like you were just a song toggle. Tell me how to stop the feeling when it's all I've ever known. I can hide it from the world, but I can't hide it from my room. Every breath becomes a question, how to unlove you. If I could trade this longing For a calm I never knew. I would take it in a heartbeat just to make it through. But love is stubborn, love is patient, love stays even when it's wrong. And I'm stuck between the memory and the place where you belong. Tell me how to unlove you, if you ever loved me too. Tell me why my hands still reach for a life I can't get back to. I will learn to let you go, slowly like the morning blue. But tonight I'm still asking how to unlove you. Oh, how to unlove you. Oh, how to let you go. I keep your name in my mouth, like it tastes like yesterday. Like if I say it softly, you might somehow stay. I walk through ordinary hours with a careful kind of smile. But every step I take without you feels like extra miles. I let people think I'm healing, I let the daylight lie. But when the room gets quiet, I remember why I cry. I keep losing you again in every little thing I do, in the songs I try to love, in the sky that turns to blue. I keep losing you again, like goodbye is on repeat, and I'm the only one still waiting in the place you used to meet. I replay all the endings, like I could have made them right. Like love is just a sentence, and I missed a better line. I tell myself you're happier, and I should let it be. But my heart keeps asking questions that you never answered me. I don't wanna be this person living in what could have been. So I'm learning how to face myself and let the healing in. I keep losing you again in every little thing I do, in the songs I try to love, in the sky that turns to blue. I keep losing you again, like goodbye is on repeat, and I'm the only one still waiting in the place you used to meet. And maybe I deserve a love that doesn't leave me guessing. Maybe I deserve a night that doesn't feel like lessons. So I'm saying what I never said when I was begging you to stay. I'm sorry I forgot myself along the way. I keep losing you again, but I'm finding me tonight, in the quiet of my own room, in the softness of the light. I keep losing you again, but apology I owe myself is letting go of you. It wasn't loud the way it ended. No shattered glass, no slamming doors. Just silence where your loved one slipped into hearts that didn't speak anymore. I saw it first inside your eyes, a distance I could never reach. You were standing right beside me, but already out of reach. I tried to pull you closer, but you were letting go. I watched you stop loving me right there in front of my face. No goodbye, no honesty, just slowly drifting away. And I kept holding on to you like I could make it feel the same. But love don't stay where it's not wanted, and hearts don't beg hearts to remain. You started speaking in half-truths, like you were scared of what was real. And I kept searching for the version of you that used to feel. We went from everything to nothing without a moment in between. One day I was your forever, the next I was just a memory. I felt it in your absence, even when you stayed. I watched you stop loving me right there in front of my face. No goodbye, no honesty, just slowly drifting away. And I kept holding on to you like I could make it feel the same. But love don't stay where it's not wanted, and hearts don't beg hearts to remain. Tell me when you knew that I was someone you could lose. Was it written in the fights or in the things we didn't choose? 'Cause I would've stayed forever, even if it broke me in two. But forever didn't mean a thing the moment it stopped meaning you. I watched you stop loving me, and I couldn't make you stay. I gave you every part of me, but you still walked away. Now I'm learning how to live with the truth I couldn't change, that sometimes love just disappears and leaves you with the pain. So if I cross your mind someday, please don't look away in shame. Just remember I was someone who loved you through the change. I kept calling it love, even when it felt like loss, like something I had to earn, no matter what it cost. I knew the truth beneath it all, but I was scared to fall. I stayed where love wasn't anymore, kept knocking on a closed door. I gave you everything I had, you gave me reasons to feel bad. I stayed where love wasn't, and I called it home. I chose you over me each time, like I didn't matter much. I crossed every line of mine just to keep your touch. I lost the voice inside my head that told me I was better off instead. I stayed where love had disappeared, still pretending you were here. I was holding on to truth while you were letting go of you. I stayed where love wasn't, and I stayed too long. It hurts to know I saw the end and still chose you again. I stayed where love wasn't. Now I know that's what finally broke my soul. And all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed where love wasn't, until I had nothing left to give. You stopped reaching out to me like you used to do. I kept holding on to we while losing parts of you. I felt the distance in your tone, like I was on my own. I kept loving you alone, and this calling is something we couldn't fix. I gave you all I had inside, well, you just let it slide. I kept loving you alone, and I didn't want to see. You stayed, but not the way I need, just enough to keep me here. I gave you all of me, you gave me less each year. I kept pretending we were fine while you were leaving me behind. I kept loving you alone. I know you had already let me go. I was holding on to truth while you were already through. I kept loving you alone, and I felt it too late. It hurts to give your heart away to someone who won't stay. I kept stop reaching out to me like you used to do. I kept holding on to it while losing parts of you. I felt the distance in your tone, like I was on my own. I kept loving you alone in this, calling it something we couldn't fix. I gave you all I had inside, while you just let it slide. I kept loving you alone, and I didn't wanna see. You stayed, but not the way I need, just enough to keep me here. I gave you all of me, you gave me less each year. I kept pretending we were fine, while you were leaving me behind. I kept loving you alone. I know you had already let me go. I was holding on to truth while you were already through. I kept loving you alone, and I felt it too late. It hurts to give your heart away to someone who won't stay. I kept loving you alone. Now I see what that did to me. I made a version of you in my mind that stayed and never changed. I filled the gaps you left behind and loved you just the same. I held on to what I believed, not what you gave to me. I meant more in my head than I did to you. Built a love that wasn't true. I was holding on to dreams, you were never in between. I meant more in my head than I ever did in your heart. You showed me just enough to stay, but never all of you. I turned your distance into space where something real could grow. I saw the truth I couldn't face, so I rewrote every place. I meant more in my head. I know you had already let me go. I was loving what I made while you were drifting away. I meant more It hurts to know I loved a lie that I created just to survive. I'm in more in my head. Now I see what that did to me. And all the love I tried to save was something you never gave. I'm in more in my head, and that's what broke me. You only called when nights got hard, when silence felt too loud. I was the place you'd fall apart, but never where you'd be found. I gave you comfort, gave you time. You never gave me mine. I stayed until you didn't need me anymore, till you found what you were looking for. I was everything when you were weak, but nothing when you found your peace. I stayed until you didn't need me, and that was all I ever was. You kept me close, but not enough to call me something real. I turned your almost into love and tried to make you feel. I ignored what I could see just to keep you next to me. I stayed until you walked away, like I was just a place to stay. I was holding on to you while you were already through. I stayed until you didn't need me, and I felt it too late. It hurts to know I gave my heart just to play a temporary part. I stayed until you didn't need me. Now I know I was never someone you would choose to hold, and all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed until you didn't need me, and I'm learning how to walk away. You started loving me in pieces, then left them one by one. I kept holding on to reasons while you were already done. I saw the change in how you'd speak, like I was fading every week. I stayed until you forgot me slowly, like I was never your only. I was holding on to truth while you stopped needing me too. I stayed until you forgot me, and I felt it happen. used to say my name like home. Now it barely sounds the same. I kept trying to hold us close while you stepped out of place. I kept believing we were fine. You were leaving me behind. I stayed until you didn't care, till I felt you weren't there. I was loving like before. You were something less and more. I stayed until you forgot me, and I stayed too long. It hurts to know I saw it fade, and still begged you to stay. I stayed until you forgot me. Now I see what that did to me, and all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed until you forgot me, and I finally let you go. I was right there in front of you, but you looked straight through me. Like everything I tried to do meant nothing I could be. I felt myself start to fade in every move you never made. I stayed when you didn't care at all, held on to something, letting me fall. I kept giving more of me while you gave less so easily. I stayed when you didn't care, and I lost myself in it. You stopped noticing my pain like it was never there. I kept calling out your name, but you were never there. I turned your silence into truth, even when it wasn't you. I stayed when you stopped seeing me, what we were, what we could be. I was loving you the same while you were playing a different game. I stayed when you didn't care, and I felt it all along. It hurts to love someone so near, who makes you feel like you disappear. I stayed when you didn't care. Now I know that's what broke me the most, and all the love I tried to keep got lost in what you couldn't be. I stayed when you didn't care, and I finally set me free. We stopped being what we were, but I refused to see. I held on to every word like they still meant something. I felt the ending in your tone, but I was scared to be alone. I loved you past the point it died, kept it breathing in my mind. I was holding on to you while you let go of the truth. I loved you past the end, even when it wasn't there. You stayed just long enough to fade, then disappeared in place. I kept trying to make it stay while losing every trace. I saw the truth I couldn't face, so I rewrote every space. I loved you past what we became, even when it wasn't the same. I was loving what we were, you stopped loving me for sure. I loved you past the end, and I stayed too long. It hurts to know I saw it break and still chose not to walk away. I loved you past the end. Now I know some hearts just refuse to let go, and all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I loved you past the end, and that's what broke me. You stopped showing up in ways only I could feel. I kept calling it a phase, like it wasn't real. I felt the distance in your touch, but I still believed in us. I stayed for someone already gone, held on to you for far too long. I was loving you the same while you forgot my name. I stayed for someone gone, and I didn't wanna see. You spoke but nothing reached me now, just echoes in the air. I kept asking you somehow to show me you still cared. I turned your silence into hope while losing how to cope. I stayed for someone who let me go, even when I didn't know. I was holding on to you while you were already through. I stayed for someone gone, and I felt it too late. It hurts to love what isn't there and still pretend it's always there. I stayed for someone gone, now I see what they did. for someone gone, and I finally walked away. I saw the ending in your eyes before you said a word. I heard the truth between your lines, even when it hurt. I knew exactly where this goes, but I still chose. I stayed too long again with you, even knowing it wasn't true. I held on to what we had while watching it turn bad. I stayed too long again, and I knew I would. You gave me less with every day, and I accepted it. I kept finding reasons to stay in something I should quit. I made excuses in my head for everything you left unsaid. I stayed too long again. I see what that did to me. I was loving without doubt. You were already checking out. I stayed too long again, and I paid for it. It hurts to know I had the chance to leave before it got this bad. I stayed too long again. Now I know that's what broke me the most. And all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed too long again, and I won't do it again. You started disappearing slow in ways I couldn't name. I kept pretending not to know while everything had changed. I felt it breaking in your touch, but still believed in us. I stayed where you didn't anymore, kept standing at a closing door. I was holding on to you while you were already through. I stayed where you didn't, and I felt it all alone. You answer me without a heart, just words without a way. I kept trying to play my part while you were sealing fate. I kept us alive inside my mind while you were leaving me behind. I stayed where you didn't, I can see. Will you stop it to me? I was loving without doubt. You were already checking out. I stayed where you didn't, and I stayed too long. It hurts to love someone who stays but slowly drifts away. I stayed where you didn't, now I know. That's what finally broke my soul. And all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I stayed where you didn't, and I finally let you go. You were right beside me every night, but never really there. Your silence filled the space between, like you no longer cared. I felt the distance in your touch, but still believed in us. I stayed in your absence all this time, calling something broken mine. I was holding on to you while you disappeared in plain view. I stayed in your absence, and I felt it every day. You spoke, but nothing reached my heart, just echoes of before. I kept trying to play my part while you walked out the door. I kept us alive inside my head while we were already dead. I stayed in your absence, now I see what you stopped being to me. I was loving without doubt. You were already checking out. I stayed in your absence, We stopped talking like we used to, but I still called it love. I kept filling empty spaces you never filled enough. I heard the truth inside the quiet, even when you tried to hide it. I loved you in silence, all alone, while everything was going wrong. I was holding on to us, you were letting go of us. I loved you in silence, and I felt it break me slow. You stayed, but never really stayed, just shadows in your place. I kept reaching out for you, but found an empty space. I turned your silence into hope, while I was losing hope. I loved you in silence. I can see what that did to me. I was speaking without sound, while you were nowhere around. I loved you in silence, and I stayed too long. It hurts when nothing's said at all, just watching love quietly fall. I loved you in silence. Now I know some hearts just never show, and all the love I tried to save was something you already gave away. I loved you in silence, and I finally said goodbye. I learned to lose you slowly, and the spaces in between, all the words we never said, all the things we couldn't be. You stopped reaching for my hand like you used to every night, and I felt it in the silence. We were losing every fight. Was I the only one still trying to hold the line? I was calling you forever, you were running out of time. I learned to lose you before you said goodbye. I was holding on to us while you let it die. Goodbye without closure, still echoing in me. We ended way too quietly for what we used to be. I still read the old messages like they might explain it all, but every line just reminds me how we started to fall. Every promise that you gave me now just lingers in regret, and I'm left with all the memories I can't seem to forget. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything, and you let it fade. I learned to lose to lose you. Now I'm learning to move on from a love that slowly faded till it was gone. Goodbye without closure, but I'll find my peace somehow. Even if it hurts forever, I'll be stronger now. Maybe one day I won't miss you. Maybe I'll finally be free from a love that ended quietly, but shattered all of me. You let me love you alone, like that was enough somehow. I gave you all my everything, but you won't give it now. You stood right next to me, but felt so far away. I was begging for your presence, you had nothing left to say. Was I the only one still trying to believe? I was holding on to us, you were ready to leave. You let me love you alone, while you gave me half a heart. I was trying to fix forever, you were letting it fall apart. I was the only one trying through every tear and fight. Now I'm left here in the silence, missing you tonight. I still hear your voice in echoes through the nights I can't escape. Every memory just reminds me of the love we couldn't save. Every promise that you gave me now just fades into regret. And now I'm left with all the feelings I can't seem to forget. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything, and you let it fade. You let me love you alone, while you gave me half a heart. I was trying to fix forever, you were letting it fall apart. I was the only one trying through every tear and fight. Now I'm left here in the silence, missing you tonight. If love is meant to be shared, why did I feel so alone? Trying to build something real on a love you never owned. You let me love you alone. Now I finally see I was giving you forever, you gave nothing back to me. I was the only one trying, but I'm letting go tonight. Even if it breaks my heart, I'll be alright. Maybe one day I'll be stronger, maybe I'll find something true, a love that gives me everything, the way I gave to you. You quietly gave up, didn't even say a word. I was talking about forever. You stopped wanting to be heard. Your touch lost all its meaning. Your eyes looked past my soul. I was trying to keep us whole. You were letting go of control. Was I the only one still trying to hold the line? I was calling you my always. You were running out of time. You quietly gave up while I held on tight. I was fighting for tomorrow. You were done with the fight. We slipped away without a sound or sign. I was holding on to forever. You were leaving me behind. I still feel your absence in the spaces you once filled. Every memory we built together now stands completely still. Every promise that you gave me now just fades into the air. And I'm left with all the feelings you no longer care to share. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything, and you let it fade. You quietly gave up while I held on tight. I was fighting for tomorrow. You were done with the fight. We slipped away without a sound or sign. I was holding on to forever. You were leaving me behind. If I could go back to the moment when your heart turned cold, I would try to hold you closer before I lost my hold. You quietly gave up. Now I finally see I was loving you completely while you were losing me. We slipped away, but I'll find my way again, even if it takes forever. I'll learn to love again. Maybe one day I won't miss you. Maybe I'll finally be free from a love that faded slowly right in front of me. You changed your mind so quietly, I didn't catch the sign. One day you were all in, next day you weren't mine. Your touch felt like a stranger, your words felt out of place. I kept searching for the version I used to recognize in your face. Was I the only one still holding on to dreams? I was calling it forever. You were breaking at the seams. You changed your mind while I stayed the same. I was holding on to love. You were losing the flame. I didn't see it coming till you walked away. Now I'm left with all the things I never got to say. I still hear your voice in silence in the middle of the night. Every memory just pulls me back into the fight. Every promise that you gave me now just fades into the past, and I'm holding on to something that was never meant to last. Did you ever really love me, or just love the way I stayed? 'Cause I gave you all my everything and you let it fade. You changed your mind while I stayed the same. I was holding on to love, you were losing the flame. I didn't see it coming till you walked away. Now I'm left with all the things I never got to say. If love can change so easily, what were we before? I was building something real, you were heading for the door. You changed your mind, and I finally see I was loving you completely while you were losing me. I didn't see it coming, but I'm learning how to heal from a love that felt so true, but wasn't real. Maybe one day I'll be stronger. Maybe I'll finally move on from a love that changed so quickly.